Hi, mathematicians. Today we're going to go over Module 5, Lesson 2. Our focus is going to be two-dimensional shapes in our geometry unit. Today we're going to review a couple of math vocabulary words that are going to be very important to this lesson. Our first one is two-dimensional shape. This is a flat shape. You can see some of the examples right below. For example, one is a triangle, square, circle, rectangle. This means that it can lay right flat on your table. Vertices are points or a point on a shape. The vertices are in red. You can see those. An angle. When two lines meet up, you can see that it creates an angle. Our next is sides. This is one of the lines that make part of the shape. You can see that we have lines here, here, and here. We have 4 lines and 4 sides. Right now, we're going to go ahead and look at our application problem. You can pause the video if you do not have a whiteboard and a whiteboard pen or a piece of paper and a pencil. So let's go ahead and start with our read. Lee has 9 straws. 9 is very important. He uses 4 straws to make a shape. 4 is very important. How many straws does he have left to make other shapes? We're going to underline the question to remind us what to do. So you can see that I've created 1, 2, 3, 4. I've used 4 of my straws. And then I have some left over right here. So left means that we're going to kind of do a subtraction. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and finish making sure that you're doing your draw and your write. You can pause right here until you are ready and you finished your read, draw, write. Remember, when you're doing your writing, you want a statement and a number sentence. Let's check your answer. You can see the drawing on this one is showing us in a tape diagram. They also included some labels. Our number sentence is 9 minus the word left told us that we definitely needed to use the minus. 9 minus 4 equals 5. And you can see that our statement actually says Lee has 5 straws left. Now let's go and look at our conceptual development. Today we're going to be reviewing some of our 2D shapes. Here are triangles. A triangle is a closed shape. That means that each line connects with 3 straight lines. How many corners does a triangle have? 1, 2, and 3. Tri actually means 3. Angle is also known as where the corners are. These are all triangles that you see right here. Hexagon is our next shape. This is a closed shape with 6 straight sides. Rectangle, closed shape with 4 straight sides and 4 corners. That's the definition of a rectangle. We sometimes call this a diamond, but as mathematicians, we always want to call it a rhombus. A rhombus is a closed shape with 4 straight sides of the same length, meaning they're all equal lengths. Our next shape is a square. This is also a closed shape with 4 straight sides of the same length and 4 square corners. Our last is a trapezoid. A trapezoid, you can see, has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But they're a little bit different than a square and a rectangle. It's a closed shape that has 4 sides, but each line could be a different size. So today you can play a game with your family or a friend that is over, a cousin, you only need, it's a quick game. It's called Let's Make a Shape. What you need is a 3x5 card. You can also use just cut up piece of paper like I did, but you're also going to need 10 straws, maybe 10 toothpicks, 10 sticks, 10 Legos, anything that has a straight edge. I see that I have a wrong word spelt, so we just went ahead and went and changed. On the 3x5 cards, you're going to go ahead and write all the attributes or the characteristics of each shape. You can see those right on the screen with rhombus, triangle, rectangle, hexagon, and a square. You're going to go ahead and put, after you're done creating your cards, you're going to put that in the middle. Player one is going to flip over one card and then create that shape with the either straws, toothpicks, sticks, Legos, or any other straight. Player two will flip over the next one. They will make their shape in straws, Legos, toothpicks, sticks, or any straight edged material that you can find. You're going to keep on going. The player without any more straws or toothpicks first wins. You can play as many times as you want, but you are actually building it. It's pretty fun. Our next one is we're going to go straight into our problem set. This is going to be so much fun. You're going to love it, but you are going to need some color crayons. And all of you guys should pretty much have some color crayons, a pencil, and you're going to have your lesson problem set. So today what we're going to do is we are going to be looking at this right here. You're going to use the key and color in the shapes and then count. So you can see right here on number one, it says red. It says red. You're going to use your red crayon and you're going to color four-sided shapes. So you're going to count the shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4. You would color that in all red. Then you're going to be using green. And green is going to be the three-sided shapes. So where are those three-sided shapes? 1, 2, 3. You're going to color that in too. And once you're done doing those colors, you're going to actually count all of them up. So if I had 5 red four-sided shapes, I would write 5 on the line. So go ahead and pause the video and complete your work now. Now that you are done and you are on unpaused, you will see you should have colored in 7 four-sided shapes, 3 three-sided shapes. You should have colored the 5-sided shapes yellow, which is 0. Black are the 6-sided shapes. Let's see how many we have there. We had 1. And blue are the shapes with no corners. And those were 7. Those were the circles. So go ahead and flip over your work now. You're going to go into number 2. You're going to circle the shapes that are rectangles. You're going to circle the shapes that are rectangles. And remember, those are closed shapes with 4 sides. So let's go ahead and see if we can find one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shapes. Is that a rectangle? You can actually circle that one. So there's 2. So you're just going to circle it. There's 2, maybe 3 more left. Which one is a rectangle? So you're going to circle all of the rectangles. Are you going to circle a rhombus? Remember, they have to be straight sides. Now, Is this shape a rectangle? And explain your thinking. You're going to write it right in here. You're going to say yes, or you're going to say no, and you're going to give us a reason. Then you're going to go to B and do the same thing. You're going to say yes or no. Our focus is this shape a rectangle? Make sure that you explain your thinking. Once you're done, we're going to go ahead and do a quick student debrief. I want you to explain your thinking. You're going to look at problem 1. You're going to tell me which shapes are the most challenging to count or find and which shapes were the easiest. And be sure to explain your thinking. Number 2, you're going to look at what shape names did you use today. Name the attributes or the characteristics that are important to each shape. So you're going to describe the shape. Remember, you're going to tell us, like, if we were an alien and we came down from Mars, you're going to tell us what is important about a rectangle, what is important about a triangle. Once you've figured out what you're going to say, you're going to record your answers and before you submit your work. Mrs. Stanton and Mrs. Ferguson can't wait to see your problem-solving pictures. I look forward to everybody, and I hope you enjoyed the geometry lesson.